Hey, hi everybody. Welcome to Do Nothing Project. I am not Jeff Warren. My name's Erin Oke. I'm the executive director of the Consciousness Explorers Club, just the meditation group that Jeff started these many years ago. And I'm happy to be here filling in for him tonight as he is somewhere in Montreal, I think, near Montreal, visiting friends. It's nice to see all the regulars checking in the chat, all the irregulars too, and new people. Feel free to, confess your newness, and you will be greeted warmly by all these lovely people. I am often lurking in the chat on these Sunday nights and getting to see how you all support each other and share practices and strategies and all that. So it's a great community. Yeah, I'm coming at you from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, specifically Kensington Market, which is full of irregulars, including the mariachi band that just started up across the street right as it turned 8 o'clock. So who knows if that will bleed through, but can be part of the practice. So it's summer and it's hot, except for you folks on the other side of the world where it's winter. Um, oh yes, sorry. Before I really get into it, this is my emotional support stuffed donkey Snug, and Snug supports me on Zoom calls and I guess YouTube videos. So if you ever kind of need some support, just look to dear Snug, uh, who's here with buckets of compassion. Yes, I saw Jeff with his duck last week, so Snug is sort of I guess, the duck equivalent. Yeah, so it's summer, and I saw a lot of you were checking in from super hot places in the deserts of the United States, and um, so the word that just kept coming to me this week was languid. I was in a languid state where I just wanted to move super slowly through the world. And I had just finished a big, busy June. And I know a lot of people in this community work kind of in the school system. So you might relate to that, just kind of finishing June. And then this week was hot. And I just, yeah, didn't want to do much of anything. And I got asked to guide the Do Nothing project. And yeah, so this has been with me all week. So that's inspiring today's practice, that word languid. Um, and also what can happen when we try to do nothing. Sometimes the anxiety or whatever, that inner um, voice that wants us to be productive, can kind of kick in. And I wonder if that happens to some of you sometimes in this do nothing space where you're trying to do nothing, and your being kind of almost rejects that because you're supposed to be doing something and it doesn't feel right to do nothing. And we're so often, our identity is tied to our productivity. So we're going to explore that, I guess. We're going to try and kind of embrace the languid, the kind of leaning back into the soft, slow ways of being, and notice when that need to do kind of ignites in us, and see if we can kind of lean back and open around it. Yeah, that's going to be the theme. So, as always here at the Do Nothing Project, the guidance is an invitation. You are very welcome to do whatever practice you see fit, or do whatever nothing you see fit, and just, hang out in the community. Um, but if you want to follow along to this particular flavor of nothing, here we go. So I always like to start a sit by just checking in with myself. So I invite you to check in with yourself. Notice how you're doing right now, right here, what you're carrying into this moment with you from the day, from the weekend, from the week. Maybe it's anticipation of the week to come. No need to push that away or throw it away. Just acknowledge that it's here for now, those thoughts and feelings and sensations. And I invite you to kind of lean back into whatever position you're in. Invite yourself to get a little bit more comfortable. Putting your attention on the out breath, the exhale can help settle the nervous system and kind of bring the energy down. Some of you may not need too much help with that. You may be in rest and digest and relax mode already. That's great. Some of you may be a bit racy, and that is understandable. You're not trying to force anything or make anything happen. But the invitation is to, when you can, where you can, just relax a little bit deeper into the nothingness of this moment. The idea that for this 25 minutes on your Sunday evening or whenever you're listening to it in the future, you're already doing enough. You showed up, you agreed to do this, so you don't really need to do anything else. You can call off the search and just let yourself exist. If existing in that nothingness is a little uncomfortable or agitating, you can, hold your attention on an anchor really lightly on the sounds around you or on that out breath or a sensation of leaning back, maybe. We're trying to expend as little energy as possible. Let go of the efforting. Maybe you'll kind of touch into some rest, some relaxation, some of this slowness, this languid energy. And then you might get pulled out of it as soon as you relax, like when you're drifting off to sleep and suddenly you kind of jerk You may find yourself kind of, when you get a bit relaxed, your inner system kind of kicks in to keep you vigilant. What about this? Have you thought about that? Oh, those vigilant systems trying to keep us safe and on track to be productive members of society. Let's see if you can acknowledge that and give it the hour off, the half hour off. See if you can, each time you catch yourself pulled forward into that future planning. See if you can lean back again. And just slow down. If you can hear the mariachi band across the street, let them invite you to release what can be released. And let's just sit here for a few minutes in the silence and try and find whatever rest is available, or try and just slow down whatever is going on in our mind body. Let gravity do its work of bringing us down to earth. If you're doing this practice while out walking or moving around your house, you can see what it feels like to really slow down that walk or those movements. This kind of smooth, fluid Kind of like lava lake, lava lamp movements. And if you're sitting or lying down, you could let yourself melt a little bit further into the couch or cushion, bed. And see if you could get that maybe inner lava lamp happening. Those thoughts and sensations and emotions that sometimes are bubbling up or happening quickly. See if they can kind of slow down into those bubbles, moving slowly, passing through. If you're coming in feeling the opposite of slow, feeling agitated, know that that's welcome here too. Let's see if you're able to create a little bit of space around it, a little bit of fluidity or slow down just a tiny bit those racing thoughts. Notice what happens when you slow down. You might notice you're really tired, or that there's big emotions haven't had a chance to kind of surface as you've been running from thing to thing. Whatever emerges, can you greet it slowly, gently, patiently? You give yourself permission to do mostly nothing. Whatever doing gets done, move really slowly, just for another 10 minutes. Just give yourself permission to exist without having to work for it or prove your worth. It can be a bit of a radical act, actually. Just existing is enough. Doesn't mean there's not work to be done in this world, but it means that each of you, is enough just as you are. You don't need to always be producing, always be closing. It's okay to rest when you need rest, to slow down when you need to slow down. Actually, makes you fare better in the long run. If you have a good taste of that kind of relaxation, that languid, slow moving lava lamp feel, you can, if you like, imagine that kind of spreading out waves of lava lamp color and texture kind of rolling out from the spot you're in to the people in your community, spreading like a epidemic of relaxation out, of peace out over the city and the country, and oozing across borders and maybe touching those who really, really need some peace, really could use a chance to rest and relax and feel safe while doing so. Just a few more minutes here of either spreading that kind of imaginary chill across the universe, or working in your own system, cultivating a bit of space, a bit of rest, a bit of nothing, just being. That's enough. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for doing nothing with me on this Sunday evening. If you have any questions or reports, feel free to put them in the chat. I'm glad, Marjorie, you could touch that languid. Yeah, oozy That lava lamp just came to me in the middle of it, and it felt pretty apt. And yeah, thanks Andrew in the blue font for moderating and letting everybody know that Jeff Warren is going to be guiding the Consciousness Explorers Club tomorrow. So you can tune in to that and get your dose of Jeff. That's on Zoom, and anyone can join. And yeah, there's more. I just put a link in the chat. Sorry, Andrew, I'm stepping on your toes, but there's more stuff happening at the CEC. We're doing a residential retreat at the end of the summer, kind of midway between Toronto and Buffalo. And Jeff's going to be teaching on that, and me and a few other of the CEC teachers. So if you're looking for a retreat, you can come there. And we're also doing a mindfulness fam jam next weekend, and a little nature retreat just outside of Toronto. So you can check that all out. Loving seeing all these chats that's about the relaxation. Yeah, Sonali, it's enough just to exist. That is something I have to remind myself a lot as an ever recovering try hard. It's like my existence is, my feeling of worth is so tied to what I do that just like the permission to exist is something that these kind of do nothing practices are really cultivate for me, and it can be a bit confronting too sometimes, but yeah. Yes, Andrew Lenards. I threw in the "always be closing," which is a line from a David Mamet play and movie. ABC, always be closing. Third prize is you're fired. I saw Valentina ask, where will the farm day next weekend, the kid friendly and the nature retreat, is at a place called Bella Farm, just outside of Toronto. You can check it, CEC's website, and get the info. Appreciate the connection between Languid and Flanner. I think Jeff is coming back from Quebec, where he may have been flannering around. It was so great to be here with all of you, and yeah, I know I will see some of you at CEC tomorrow night. It'll be great. Christina sending forehead kisses to everyone. Much appreciation to all of you out there in Do Nothing Land who show up every week and support each other. And special shout out to Andrew, who I love that Andrew in the blue font has come to be Andrew in the bouffant, which is maybe a hairstyle we'll see you rock one day. Yeah, really enjoyed being here, and look forward to sitting with you all soon. Good night. Forehead kisses all around.